Hello everyone, welcome to today's SaaS stream. Today I'm excited for this one. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter than usual today, but I'm going to be talking about this pretty cool kind of SaaS marketing tactic, I guess I would call it, that I have been thinking about for a while, talking about for a while with guests of the podcast as well, but just seen it put into action really, really well this morning, actually, as I was working on some of our kind of July goal setting for Hey Digital. So I'm going to jump straight into that in a second. First things first, though, if you are watching this stream, wherever that may be, do me a huge favor. Come and say hello using the comment section or the chat section, whichever platform you're on. Today with the stream, I am actually trying a couple of new channels that we're adding into the mix as well. So I'm trying to stream this on the Hey Digital YouTube channel and also my own personal Instagram channel, just as a test to see if this works out. So let me know where you're watching. I'm going to check Instagram because I think that would be cool. I can see it's zoomed in quite a lot on Instagram, so we'll have to figure that out. But if you're watching on Instagram, come and say hello as well. And yeah, I think we will get into today's topic and today's session. Hey to George, who's just said hello on LinkedIn. We also have, who else is that? Someone else has said hello on LinkedIn. It's showing for me just as LinkedIn user. So let's hop across and have a look who that is. Glenn, again, Glenn, really great to see you. Mohammed, thank you for saying hello. Great to see you as well, my friend. Let's put on a little bit of background music. I'm absolutely fascinated to see how this goes on Instagram as well, because I really would love to be streaming more on Instagram. I have a good number of people that check me out over there. But from what I'm seeing on my phone, everything is very zoomed in. So I did have to do something a little bit growth hacky to try and figure out Instagram. So that is something that I will work on for the next stream. Okay, in the meantime, let's do this. Put some music on in the background. A few of you last time said the music was too loud at the beginning. So if that happens again, please let me know and I'll turn it down. Okay, so before getting into today's super practical SaaS marketing tactic that I think a lot of you will find value from, and actually just let me know, say yes if you're interested in seeing what this tactic is and how you could potentially implement it for your business. But whilst I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of you, I do actually want to share with you all a quick shout out to our sponsor who is making this live stream series happen, who is also sponsoring our podcast, the SaaS Marketing Show. And that is Restream, as you see over here. So Restream is an incredible tool. It's something that I am using every single day to power all of these live streams that you're witnessing. That is how we're able to go live on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on pretty much every single channel under the sun, right? So if you're thinking about doing some more live content, want to do some live content, I would really recommend you check out Restream. They have this fantastic in-browser streaming called Restream Studio, which is what you're seeing here. That's actually what we use when we are bringing lots of guests onto the show. Later on this week, I'm going to be doing kind of take 2 of the SaaS call-in show where you can watch this, you can come and join me live on screen, and we'll work through your SaaS marketing problems for an hour or so. Probably going to be on Thursday this week, I think. So yeah, that's a quick shout out to Restream. Really grateful for their support. And I know that you're all enjoying the stream series, the podcast series, and that's made possible thanks to the team at Restream. So shout out to them. Now let's get into today's kind of marketing tactic that I wanted to share, tip that I wanted to share. So how many of you have been today or over the last couple of days kind of sitting down and reviewing your performance from June and then looking at what your goals and objectives are for July, or maybe even for the next quarter? We're at this point now where we're halfway through the year, the second quarter is completing, today being the last day. I know a lot of you will be planning for the quarter ahead, planning for the month ahead, and reviewing previous activities as well. Let me know if you're one of those people that's doing that right now. Maybe use the waving hand emoji to show me that you're one of those people. Drop it in the comments section, wherever you're watching this. Hey to Yogesh as well, from India. Awesome to see such a crew of people here from all different countries. It's one of the things I love about this stream series. So yeah, give me a hands up, give me a wave if you're one of those people right now that is setting objectives for July or reviewing previous performance. Because For me and the team at Hey Digital, I actually put a LinkedIn post out about this earlier today, but June was our best month ever, like significantly in terms of revenue, in terms of growth. Hello to Anna Ruda as well, joining us on LinkedIn. Thanks for dropping that comment and saying hi. LinkedIn. June was a great month for us, and July is all about kind of building on that and putting a lot more systems and processes in place so that in August and September we can really start to aggressively kind of scale and grow out the agency. So if any of you watching this by any chance are a digital designer, you're a PPC account manager, and you're interested in looking for a new challenge, please also let me know. Just drop me a message directly because we're going to be hiring a few more people soon. Okay, George is waving, saying yes. Mimosa also waving. So lots of you looking at goals and objectives. And anyway, I was looking at a quick review of June's performance and then setting objectives for July specifically. So July is going to be the first month, the first time where we start really implementing proper goals and objectives across the team. I'm going to be testing out this OKR method. Do any of you use the OKR method? I'm sure some of you do know what that is. Hey to Alex Panchuk from Reply. Awesome to see you, my friend. Solomon, great to see you as well. Thank you for saying hello. Anyone else that's joining us like throughout this stream, do me a huge favor. When you come in and join, when you start watching, I love that some of you watch and don't say anything, but I would much prefer it if you say hello, because I want to get to know all of you. Like, that's what the stream series is all about, providing you with support and with marketing tips for your SaaS company. So make sure you say hello. Now, as I'm starting to plan out these objectives for July and my goals for myself personally, for my team, how we're going to be focusing, one of the things that, as I said a minute ago, we're going to be rolling out is using the OKR goal setting method. And that's where I discovered this, or one of the places where I discovered this marketing tip today that I wanted to share with you. So if any of you have listened to the SaaS Marketing Show, which is our podcast over the last few months, you'll have known that we've had multiple people come on the show and talk about using things like Chrome extensions for top of funnel awareness, free content pieces, like really valuable content for growing top of funnel leads for their business, right? And one of those ideas is putting together whether it's calculators, calendars, actual useful things like tangible objects that people can use within your target demographic. And I want to show you a really awesome example of this today and how I discovered it as well, because I think this will be really cool for a lot of you watching. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch to my screen share. And as I said earlier on, so I'm looking into this month, we are going to be rolling out and testing with OKRs for our goal setting. So naturally, I've been learning a lot about OKRs, and I still had some significant questions around OKRs, right? Also, let me know if any of you use the OKR goal setting method. I know that a lot of you will. So one thing that I was doing this morning was going in and searching OKR examples, because I wanted to see whether I was on the right track, okay, and get some guidance on how I was setting things up. And if you take a look, the first, outside of the ads, of course, the very first ad or very first content piece actually that I saw was this organic result right here, which is okrexamples.co. Now I have a question in the LinkedIn chat from Anna Ruda who says, will there be a recording of this session post the live? So one of the great things about LinkedIn, Anna Ruda, and anyone watching, first of all, I don't want to encourage you to leave this live stream. I want you to stay and hang around, but I know some of you will have to leave. So just to show you what happens on LinkedIn with all of the live streams is once they're finished, if you go to my profile right here and then come down to the activity section and click here on see all. If you then click on posts, you'll be able to see all of my LinkedIn posts. See me live right here. And every live stream will begin with a cover like this, and it will say Dylan was live or something. So I know it's not the easiest kind of searchable way, but you can just scroll through my profile and check out previous live streams pretty easy. So hopefully that answers your question. Now back to this tactical marketing example. So first thing I see is OKR examples, and I click through and take a look at this. Now, personally, I'm not here to criticize. That's not the purpose of today. I think that there is a lot of work that can be done to improve this website, but there's some really awesome stuff here that I want to show you. So OKR examples. Now it's broken down by company OKRs, marketing, sales, finance, all these different divisions. Thanks, Anu, saying you're going to stay for the live session, so I appreciate that. So it's broken down into all these different sections, and then they give really practical examples. So here's the objective, and here are the key results. And this was super, super helpful for me in terms of actually just getting some guidance on what I was building out for myself and for my team. Tom Paris from Hoppia says, great month indeed. Yes, sir, it was. Super excited to be working with you guys. Yeah, nothing more to say there. So I was looking at all these examples and I was thinking, wow, this is really, really valuable content, really helpful for me in building out these OKRs. And then take a look at this call to action that is also repeated across the page a few times. I believe it's at the bottom again. It's definitely not the strongest call to action, and I think this could do us some work, but take a look at this. Try Weekdone as your OKR solution. Click on this, come through, and surprise, surprise, it brings me to Weekdone. And Weekdone, they're actually an Estonian company based in Tartu, I believe. And they are an OKR software for goal tracking and status reporting. Now, do you see how seamless that is? Like, they're building out a content piece that is really, really useful for people who are looking for support with OKRs. Now, Weekdone know that their target customer, their target audience is someone who uses OKRs and the OKR framework within their team, because those are the people that will use an OKR goal setting and goal measurement tool. So this to me is super, super interesting. Now, if I go to hit close, okay, it's not happening now, but the first time I looked, there was also an exit intent pop-up. The pop-up was much better than the CTA button. But this is a great example. And I wanted to encourage you to think about how could you guys, like how could all of you replicate something like this for your SaaS company, your software business? Let me know if any of you are actually doing something like this already, if you're building out like sister sites or alternative sites, because I would be really interested in that. I see Alex Panchik at Reply says we're currently using WorkPath at Reply. So I'm guessing WorkPath is probably an OKR software, right, Alex? Let me take a look. Yeah, okay, cool. The purpose of this isn't to like promote the software. Yep. Sue, I will turn that down for you right now. Sorry, I've updated the firmware on my microphone setup over the last few days, and it's really changed the levels of how everything works. So I'm still needing to figure everything out and reset everything. So sorry about that. I will actually just turn it right down. Let me know if that's better, Sue. Just give me a yes if it is, and no if it's not. Because I now can't even hear it in my headphones, whereas usually it would repeat very well. Like what I would hear in my headphones is what you would all hear. Okay, so to continue my point, like, this is a really clever way of bringing more qualified traffic to your website in a way that's not super, super promotional. And you're not going to be paying significantly for this either, because this was ranking, if I went to OKR examples, obviously there'd be a lot of work that goes into this, but this was ranking organically number 1 for me for OKR examples, right? But then when I started digging a little bit deeper, what I really loved about this is if I go down to the bottom of the page, take a look at this right down here at the bottom. There's other sites. Try OKR software for free. That takes me to Weekdone. But then there's OKR software comparison, OKR resources, OKR tracking software, which are all different links. Wow, guys, I wish I could show you this. There's this bird that's just come and landed on my window right behind my desk. This never happens. I'm going to spin this around and see if I can show you, because I've never seen this happen before. Let's see if we can get this figured out. Can you see that bird? Oh, he's gone. Okay, I had to show that because I've never seen that happen ever, and I sit here every day for hours on end. Yeah, so there's OKR examples, software comparison, OKR resources, tracking software, etc. Now let's click on this OKR software comparison. This is again completely its own website, okrsoftware.com. Now I bet if I Google search OKR software comparison, let's take a look. I would imagine they're probably ranking pretty highly for this as well. Let's see. Okay, so it's not top ranking. I actually can't see it on the first page, but still a very interesting still a very interesting point. I'm sure it's driving some traffic. I can check on SEMrush or something later on. But if we actually go to that site, OKR software comparison, there's then a lot of, like, it's just a comparison of various different OKR tools, right? But look, number one is Weekdone. And it's just such an intelligent way to be promoting your tool and like taking up more organic real estate on terms related to your business as well. So those are a couple of things that I wanted to share just from like one or two examples. If any of you watching this have more examples as well, let me know. And let me know if this is useful. I can see Anu says the fonts are not very clear. I'm not sure if you mean that it's like too small on the screen and you can't see it, but hopefully that was clear in terms of explaining how people are doing this and kind of what they're doing with this. Because that was the real kind of top level tip that I wanted to share today, because I've been noticing this habit or this pattern now of on the podcast, the SaaS Marketing Show, which, by the way, if you haven't heard about our podcast already, please go ahead and check this out. The SaaS Marketing Show, it's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, YouTube, basically anywhere you listen to a podcast, you'll find this. It's an interview series where once a week, every Monday, I interview a leading marketer at a software or SaaS business of at least $1 million in annual recurring revenue. And we go really deep on a couple of tactics that are working well for them. So we've interviewed the CMO at Ahrefs, we've interviewed people at Calendly, at Drift, at Restream, at Surfer, Container Exchange, Supermetrics, loads of really, really tactical, clever people. And one of the things I'm noticing is that this kind of approach of leveraging content is becoming not just content, but actually useful, actionable stuff. And like sister sites or Chrome extensions is something that is becoming more and more kind of talked about, and is clearly working very well for a number of companies who are running experiments with these. So yeah, hopefully this stream today has been useful. I know it's been fairly short and straight to the point, but that is pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. So a couple of things that I will say to all of you who are watching this. Now, if you found this stream useful and interesting, and you do want to keep up to date with more SaaS marketing tips like this one, you want to learn more about our podcast when those episodes go live, more about this stream series, go to this website, go to your browser and type in sendfox.com, sendfox.com/Dylan. And you'll come to this page, and this is our email sign up for our email list. So once a week, I send out an email to, right now it's very small, it's about 60, I believe, SaaS marketers and marketing leaders. And there's some really cool content that's being shared there. It's early stages still. I'm not like hammering you with really crappy content. Everything's actionable and useful. So yeah, if you found this stream interesting, helpful, go ahead, join that. I would love to see some of you there. You will receive like 2 or 3 emails over the next few days once you've signed up, just to kind of welcome you into the list actually. But they won't be frustrating, I promise. Interestingly too, I see that WorkPath, which is the tool that Alex at Reply mentioned for OKR and goal setting. They've just shown up in the chat and said hello and tagged Alex, which is really cool. So whoever from WorkPath is watching this, great to see you here. I have no affiliation with Weekdone. I've met their team, but I just thought they were doing something really, really cool this morning. So if anyone from your team would like to maybe even come onto a SaaS stream like this and talk about some of the marketing activities that you're doing, drop me a DM. Would love to hear from one of you. I love learning about other interesting software businesses and SaaS companies, and great to see that you've joined the stream. I love that kind of proactive, not even customer service, but like customer marketing, right? Okay, so I think that is everything that I was going to cover today. I want to say a big thank you for joining me, if you have done so. We're going to be aiming to do a SaaS call-in show this week. I'll come back to you all with the time and date, but I'm probably going to aim for Thursday. And what that means is we will set up a session where I'll be live like this, but all of you can come and join me live on the screen with your video cameras on as well. We can have up to 10 people in the chat at the same time, and we'll be helping each other work through SaaS marketing problems and challenges that you're facing. Last time I tried to do this, we had someone from Bonjoro, from Calendly, from Maximize, and we had like 5 or 6 other people try and join, but the software that we were using, it was beta testing still, so it couldn't handle everything, but now it's fixed, it's ready to go. So if that's interesting for you, let me know. Either send me a message directly and I can help get you onto the show later on this week, or just keep your eyes peeled on my streams. And I can also see that we have WorkPath dropping some more like value here in the chat. So thank you for that, team. Yeah, I want to say a big thank you to everyone. I'm going to start to wrap up this stream now. And if you would love to connect, like I would love to connect with all of you on a deeper level. So if you have any questions for me, go ahead, send me a DM. Happy to help out. Kranthi has just joined and says, oops, looks like I missed something fun. You did indeed, my friend. What you can do is once I end this stream, come back to my profile, check it out. It will be live within a minute or two, I think, and you can watch through the whole thing. It'll be useful for you. So thanks everyone. Gonna wrap this up now. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon.